How's it going, everybody? It's the Gameconomist, and we are streaming Monster Hunter World Live. We're fighting Arch-Tempered Kulve Taroth. It is the Spring Festival. We have some terrific news. Capcom has revealed on May 9th, we're going to get a live stream from Capcom talking about the spring update or spring reveal, whatever you want to call it. Very likely they're going to be talking about Iceborne. Very likely they're going to be talking about Arch-Tempered Nergigante. So if you want to see that, keep an eye on my channel in the next 2 days. I'll be sure. I'm thinking about live streaming the actual live stream. I've seen other YouTubers do this, and they react live to it, right? So I was thinking about doing that, and then afterwards I'll probably do a breakdown of what we learned. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. We'll finally get our news and know exactly what's going to be going on with the game. Alright, so here I am playing as Siri. I was doing some video clips that I needed for my Roar guide. I'm still working on that. I was going to get it done today, but I made the other video first. Let's go ahead and jump over to... Oh, wait. Let's go ahead and check our garden first. How about that? We're going to be fighting Arch-Tempered Kulve Taroth. That means that once we go up there to the gathering hub, I'm not going to be coming back down here. That's fine. Let's go ahead and jump up there. Jumping up to the gathering hub. How's it going, everyone? Justin asks, what console? I'm on the Xbox today. On the PC, I'm not too worried about getting all the weapons again, but on the Xbox, I would like to finish my collection. I'm pretty sure I have 2 weapons, the Spark Switch Axe and the Spark Insect Glaive. Really simple. How's it going, Vampy? Look, I made it, Gameconomist. Oh, you made it in, huh? Arch-Tempered Nergigante, opener of Iceborne. Probably not. Probably not. He's going to be... They're going to give us Arch-Tempered Nergigante, and then we'll wait a long time. Let's see if Aquino can beat a girl. Can you beat a girl? Girls are so strong. Oh, he got me. Nice job, Aquino. Now my arm hurts. Alright. Siri's so mad. I guess that just means that men are stronger than women. There are biological differences between men and women, but you didn't hear that from me. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our forager outfit. That's okay, the women are smarter than us. Alright, so the forager... Wait, we didn't empty our items out. There we go. And how full is it in here so far? Oh, okay, it's filling up pretty fast. Cool. Let's go ahead and post. I think we can get started. Oh, my TV volume is up. Let me turn it back down. For those of you who were watching yesterday's stream, I was fighting Arch-Tempered Lunastra. And near the end, I realized, I really wasn't that good at the Charge Blade, and I wasn't going to be unless I decidedly spent some time with it. So I played Charge Blade for like 4 straight hours, I want to say, and by the end of it, I got 2 solid solo fights against Arch-Tempered Lunastra using the Strong Arm Kiar Ice Charge Blade, and it felt good. I felt like I understood the weapon a bit better. Well, I already kind of understood it. I just had the muscle memory for it, and that's important. You got to have muscle memory. Not for all weapons. Not all weapons require muscle memory, but many of them do. All right, we just eat this for the stamina. We have this person dancing in us. A Vampy. Let's go ahead and get started. So the rules are, for this Arch-Tempered Kulve Taroth lobby, just like every time, we have some rules. The rules are, Pursuit 1, you don't attack Kulve Taroth, you don't attack the Gajalakas. We collect tracks, and then after that Pursuit 1 run, we go on an attack run. So those are the rules. Also, if you're a really low level, let me know. I'll try to get you into my lobby. Although, if I have a group of players who are at a low level, this time I really want to use a good strong build for both stages 1, 2, and 3, but also stage 4. I made the mistake of using a bad build for stage 4 last time, and we lost it. How's it going, Samuel Hosking? Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, I don't know if you were around, but I played with the Charge Ice Blade a whole bunch. If you look up yesterday's stream and just jump all the way to the end, I have 2 really solid runs against Arch-Tempered Lunastra going. 2 solid runs. No deaths, it's just a solo run with the Ice Charge Blade. Gameconomist, big gay. You better not say that, no, you! How's it going, Francisco? Jason Dragoon? So many names I recognize. You know, streaming every day, you actually start to recognize people who tune in. It's pretty cool. Something I'm not used to experiencing that. This whole live streaming thing's very new to me. I've only done it for the last few months, really. Let's grab this. If you guys didn't know this, my YouTube channel's kind of old. I've been playing around on YouTube for like 7 years. So live streaming is something that I've only done for a few months. I'm completely new to it for the most part. Probably I should be watching videos, researching how to improve it, but I'm so busy doing what I already do. It's hard to get me to go watch an educational video. Some people like educational videos. I like cooking videos. There you go. I like to watch videos on how to cook food. Learning how to do like editing software, it's always a chore. It's always a chore. It's really kind of like going to school. But yeah, I should watch some videos on improving my stream. I notice streamers on like Twitch, they have like, I don't know, like overlays. I don't know how those overlays work. I'm sure it's something simple. They get like overlays that talk about who's donated and how much and stuff like that. So I got to figure that out.
I'm ready.
Oh, I also have to figure out. There's a way for you guys to do something on YouTube. It's called joining my channel. I think it's like a membership kind of thing, and it gives you like exclusive access to special emotes and badges. I got to figure out what I want to do with that and how to do it actually, because I have that. I just haven't made it cool or anything, so I got to work on that. It's exactly the same as Twitch's subscribe system. It's the same thing. I'm joining the comments. Hello, Ahmed.
Look!
Wallamanga's here? I didn't see Wall. Oh yeah, Wallamanga's there. 7 years, noob. I remember when YouTube came out. I really didn't think much of it back then. I had no idea that I would be so involved with this website. To me, it was just another website. It's like, oh look, that's the thing called YouTube. How is your day? My day is pretty good. I have a little back pain. I think I sit too much. You wouldn't think you get back pain from sitting too much, but you do. It's because yesterday I didn't really go for any walks. I really just sat down all day and played. And then today I woke up early and I've just been editing all day. When you're younger, when you're like a kid, you never imagine that you would experience pain from sitting too long, because it's not a problem. Now you get older and you're like, oh my god, I need to stand up and move. Operation Butt Sniff, that's right. Technically though, again, I always say this, technically we're not sniffing her butt, we're sniffing her feet, which is just as fetishable or fetishizable. I don't know what the correct term would be. So foot sniffing is probably some weird fetish. Butt sniffing, actually if you think about it, butt sniffing is probably grosser in the real world, right? Butt sniffing, it's probably nasty. You should go to yoga class. I could probably just... The real problem is just that I stayed on playing too long. That's all. It's not healthy to sit still and play games for like a straight 8 hours. I mean, before I even started that 8-hour stream yesterday, what you have to understand is I'd already spent the whole day editing, so it was kind of like a 16-hour day where I sat down for 16 hours. Now it's the next day. I'm pretty much doing the same thing. Woke up, sat down in my chair, and now it's just been a long time, and I've done nothing but sit. So that can't be good. Is she over there? I'm going the wrong way. Actually, I do remember being in in college, I didn't like the chairs they used there. That would make my butt uncomfortable. You guys got like a bony butt? I got a bony butt. Sit down on your bony butt too long, and you're like, Jesus Christ. You're like, I need a pillow. God, that's because the college I went to is like a historically old college. It's like famously old, and used to be like a finishing school for women. That's how old it was, and it turned into a university later. Later in its life, it turned into a university. It's a real historic place, and they have like these chairs from like 400 years ago or whatever. They got like these wooden chairs from hundreds of years ago. They're like, okay, go ahead and sit in this tiny wooden chair and suffer. Gertashko says, are you fat in real life? Well, I wouldn't say I'm fat, but I'm not in shape either. Definitely I was in shape not too long ago, but too much sitting. Probably when I went to college, actually, because I used to work for Coca-Cola, and that was a very physical job. So I was really in shape for Coca-Cola. And then I quit Coca-Cola to get my 4-year degree in computer science. And I kept drinking soda, but all I did was sit at that point. So all I had to do was sit down and go to class. And since my degree was in computer science, really all I had to do was, once I got my first job in IT, all I had to do was sit. When you're software programming, you just sit. So whole bunch of sitting. And that's why I try to go for daily walks. It's actually kind of funny because when I worked for Coca-Cola, all I could think is someday I'll have a fancy desk job and I won't have to do all this physical labor. And now I have a fancy desk job and I'm like, okay, now I need to schedule exercise. Now I need to take time out of my day where I go work out for free. So it's actually pretty funny. Gameconomist thick confirmed. I wouldn't call myself thick. I'm not that big. I have gotten out of shape, though. I need to get back in shape. Too much live streaming? Yes, it is possible. Do we know when Iceborne is coming out? No, but on May 9th, they're going to have... Capcom is going to stream the spring update, which is what we've all been waiting for. Gameconomist is a thick boy. Well, you guys will know how big or small I am whenever I do a face reveal, I'm sure. I think they reveal that they canceled Iceborne and Arch-Tempered Nergigante for some mobile idle games. No, they didn't. Guys, the new Iceborne expansion is for your phone. Oh my god. Thanks, Must Potato. Oh, not Must Potato. Who pinged me? I'm reading the names wrong. I'm getting messed up. I play basketball for exercise. I wish I could play basketball for exercise. When I was younger, I was really athletic, and I loved sports, all of them. I played a lot of sports. However, I'm older now and graduated, and I don't have anyone to play with. Like, all my friends got married, and they all started having children, so they're all like dads of young children. And we all go to work now, and we've got wives now, and we just don't hang out. And that's just how it is. It's like, it actually made me think of my parents. It's like, I don't remember my parents really hanging out that much with anyone. Well, they're busy having a family and having a job. Distorted colors, you're an old geezer. I'm starting to feel like it. I'm actually 30 years old, which I've told you guys before. And I'm technically not that old. Thanks, Samuel. I was watching the stream, man. I fell asleep, though for a bit it's early. I left a reply on your video. I posted a video of me doing Lostru with Chargeblade. Oh, okay, I'll take a look at that, Samuel. Thanks, man. Hey, I appreciate the donations. You've been really generous. Dark old man. He's an old man. I'm not that old. 30's not too old. It is sad when you're 29, though. That last year of your 20s, 29. And you're like, oh my god. My 20s are coming to an end. But yeah. I don't feel old. Yonakuri says he has no PlayStation 4. Justin Schaefer says, hey, Jason, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Gameconomist doesn't own a PlayStation 4. Why you stream when I got to go to the dentist? Oh, you gotta go to the dentist? That sucks. I hate the dentist. I've had dental work. It never gets easier. I've never liked the dentist. I'm not like scared of the dentist. It's just like you have to take your day off to go have somebody stab you in the mouth and then drill in your mouth. Can't even imagine what going to the dentist is like in a third world country, or maybe back in the 50s when they didn't have all the advanced technology they have today. Hell no. I'm glad I'm living in the future, somewhat in the future, right? Maybe like 1,000 years from now, people will laugh at how barbaric our old systems and technology were for dentistry. God, I hate the dentist. Guess I'll take this. Must Potato says he's 33 and about to start college. Good luck. It's very expensive. Be sure, if you're 33 years old, be sure whatever you're going to college for is definitely going to turn you a profit. You don't want to go and find out that... By the way, who's in here? We'll give them a minute to see if any of them hop back soon. If they don't, we might just get started at Pursuit 3. But yeah, good luck. With college, it's just very expensive. Be sure you know exactly what you're doing, because I'm paying back my student loans now, Must Potato, and it is not a joke. If you borrow $10,000, you owe $10,000. It's just poof. It's gone now. Oh, there we go. The college owns that money, so really, really know what you're doing.
Oh, that reminds me.
It's got to. What I mean is, make sure whatever you're doing is a valid investment. You know what I'm saying, so that the future you is happy with what younger you did. 33 years old. If you pull out a $10,000 student loan, and however many years from now you're earning, like, let's say $50,000 a year, that better be a lot more money than what you would have earned if you had just stayed working for those number of years it took to earn that degree. That's what I'm saying. So this is scary. It's a scary thing. College. Vote for Elizabeth Warren. She'll just give everyone free college. Free college. It's free. We'll just tax the rich. Let's see. Oh, he said I'm not 33. Oh, I see. I'm sorry, I'm reading these wrong. I should read the comments more carefully. Must Potato's not 33. I'm sorry, Must Potato. I didn't mean to be ageist towards you, Must Potato. Lab says, stop, I'm in 8th grade. That's a good time to be, a good age, I would say. 8th grade, 9th grade, you're just getting old enough to be kind of adultish. And then you graduate from high school, you get to go to college. College is a lot of fun, I would say. It's very expensive, but it's a lot of fun. I met my wife in college, so that's a benefit if that happens to you. Actually, when I think back on it, probably the most important thing that happened to me was that I met Gameconomist. I didn't know you're a boomer. I'm not a boomer. Oh my god. But anyways, the most important thing that happened to me when I was in college is that I met my wife there, so that was a big deal. And I met a lot of friends there. I have a friend from Venezuela. He was in the computer science curriculum, and he went to the computer science club like I did. Actually, after I left, he became the president of the club, and he talks all the time about his family in Venezuela, and there's trouble over there because, as you know, Venezuela's kind of collapsing a bit. They're having a lot of trouble over there right now. Let's see how close she actually gets. How close does she get? So she takes like one step forward, right? It's about right now. There it is. So she leans forward. That's when you know the boulder's ready.
You can do this.
And we're gonna get bad hit zones, which is why we use mega barrel bombs early on.
I'm ready.
All right. Oh no, I don't have the mega barrel bomb set up. That's okay. Dry Ice says, or Lie says, I liked middle school, but I don't like high school. College, better than high school though. Well, I guess you wouldn't know. You are not in college yet. It's hard to know if you like something if you haven't tried it yet. At least when you go to high school and middle school, you don't go thousands of dollars into debt. Let me say that. Let's just jump over here. James Dice, is that a longsword? Longswords are illegal. Alright, I'm not going to spend any more. Oh, there she goes. Horn platings are down. Well, we can't get to anywhere else on her. She's gonna turn red soon, right? No, she's not.
Look!
Oh, we're trapped, we're trapped, we're trapped. Come on, Kulve. Alright, when she stands up, she's gonna be all mad. She's gonna go, brr, I don't like what you did. Two things I can't understand America with are healthcare and education. Like here in Europe, it's not a problem. Oop. Didn't expect her to go that way. In Europe, you guys play, excuse me, in Europe, you guys actually don't make as much money as Americans do. Americans, on average, make more money than Europeans. So we just have a very different system. I've heard a lot of arguments about healthcare and education. My belief is that the cost of healthcare and the cost of education absolutely have to go down. With the cost of healthcare, did you know America has the most expensive healthcare in the world? Why? Why would we have the most expensive healthcare? We're supposed to be a free market society, right? The whole point of a free market is that there's supposed to be a lot of competitors and they're all fighting to drive the price down because that's how you compete. You offer more services and you drive the price down. But we have the most expensive healthcare. What went wrong? So that's a big question, and I'm open to any solution, honestly, that's an actual solution. Oop. Get this foresight / honor. I'm open to any solution on that. I mean, you're talking about a service that really decides how long a person is going to get to live. It's a big deal. It's really a big deal. And then it's kind of the same with colleges. I don't really understand why college is so expensive in America, but I would yeah, it's just hard to say. It's hard to say. I won't claim to be an expert on why the prices are so high. I've done a little research on healthcare. I've never actually researched the education. There's a lot of arguments that one of the reasons why education is becoming so expensive is just because if you want a decent like tech job, right? If you want a tech job or a job in medicine or a job in engineering or a job in law or one of these, right? Finance maybe. You really have to go get an education these days. There's no way to escape that. Oops, she still got me.
You're my kind of hunter.
Let's go ahead and let her roll. You guys are probably talking about it in the comment section, but I'm playing. But yeah, so driving the cost down of education and driving the cost down of healthcare is a very important idea. Actually, here in America, so you have a lot of socialist, can you even imagine in America now, socialists? You have a lot of socialists in the Democrat Party who want to solve the problem by just paying for everybody's stuff. But the problem I see is, in America, we don't have the healthiest people in America, right? America's almost kind of, I don't want to say famous, but we're kind of known for people eating too much, right? People in America are not that healthy. And that's supposed to be fine as long as you're not asking everyone else to pay for your health care. You see what I'm saying? So you can go on and be unhealthy if you want, but don't ask for me to pay for your health care later. And so we have the most expensive health care, right? The most expensive health care. And at the same time, some of the most unhealthy people. And it just sounds like a very bad combination for America to get into socialized healthcare. I could understand maybe if America had some of the cheapest healthcare in the world, which is what you would hope for from a capitalist society. Or if America had very healthy people, that would be another acceptable situation. But we just have this really bad combination of unhealthy people and extremely expensive healthcare. So how do you pay for all that? You know what I mean? You're talking about, they always say they're going to tax the rich, but every time they say this, there's always some financial analyst group that says, no, that's not going to be enough. If you want healthcare like Denmark, you're going to have to do what Denmark does. You're going to have to tax your middle class. Your middle class is going to have to go up in taxes to like 38-40% taxes. And the Democrats in the socialists in the Democrat Party never talk about this. They never say. They always say we'll tax the rich. They never say we'll tax you, because obviously, if they said we'll tax you, it would be much harder for them to win an election.
Keep looking. Don't let up.
Jason says I take a lot of medications. Lola says, why don't you use Monster Hunter language? I don't know, because I just use English. Tax the billionaires. Smony, we do tax the billionaires, actually. Let me ask you this, Smony. Let me ask you this. Let's say you're a billionaire, and you could move anywhere you wanted to in the world, really. You could move to Japan. There's beautiful places in Japan. You could move to New Zealand. New Zealand, they speak English. There's a beautiful island. Actually, from what I understand, a lot of tech industry millionaires and billionaires already are moving to New Zealand, if you didn't know that. Let's say that American taxes on the wealthy, the billionaires, goes up to 70%. I've heard somebody claim that. I believe it was Ocasio-Cortez says she wanted... All right, let's get out of here. I believe I heard her say that she wants 70% taxes on the billionaires. Here's what's interesting. You're a billionaire, millionaire or billionaire, let's say either one, and a politician says, I'm going to tax you at 70%. And then you look at New Zealand and you go, oh, you pay considerably less taxes in New Zealand. What stops you from just moving to New Zealand? Which is exactly what would happen if you introduced a huge tax. People would go, I guess I'm going to New Zealand because I don't want to give away 70% of my income. That would be really bad. And that's the issue. When it comes to... So the thing is, I'm not entirely against socialism, right? But the problem is, I think that America's tax rate has to be competitive with the rest of the world. And the Democrats are saying, vote for me. I'm going to give you all of these free things, and I'm going to do it by taxing the wealthy. And the question is, well, how high can you raise the taxes before the wealthy go, we're out of here? So that's kind of a big deal. How's it going, Rasmus? Thanks for joining the chat. So yeah, competitive taxation is a big deal. And I believe in America, we've attracted a lot of smart people. We've attracted a lot of businessmen, a lot of innovators. We've attracted geniuses into America because we say in America, you're free to a certain degree. You're more free here than in other countries, and you pay less taxes here than in other countries. And the Democrats are talking about getting rid of that. That's what they're talking about. Meanwhile, again, we have some of the most unhealthy people in the world, and you could help with your health if you just stop going to McDonald's. Stop going to McDonald's, or don't eat McDonald's every day and smoke, and then ask other people to pay for your health. And yes, it's very sad when you suddenly find out you have maybe diabetes. People, because of our desire to survive, people are naturally driven to do anything they can to afford medication. And this is why it's very easy for Bernie Sanders to make the argument, well, we have a moral obligation to pay for everyone's health care. But I don't necessarily agree with that. I think morals are kind of made up. Morals are kind of a made up human thing. There aren't really any morals in nature, the whole dog eats dog world thing. Nature's just is a lot more wild in this idea that, well, you need to, instead of spending your money on your children, you actually need to go pay for somebody else who, I don't know, smoke and drink every day for their whole life, and now they have cancer. It's a very tough thing. I want the best solution. You can't easily sell me on socialism. You can't easily sell me that the wealthy can simply pay for all the people in America, just pay for their health care by raising their taxes, and they'll stick around and allow you to do this to them. How's it going, Addie Springboy? Oh, she's going to sleep. But yeah, I don't know if you guys like talking about it. It can be kind of a boring subject, to be honest. So I don't want to bore you guys. We can just talk about Kulve Taroth if you prefer. Let's go ahead and craft some more Mega Barrel Bombs. Again, America has the most expensive healthcare in the world. If you're really talking about paying for everyone's healthcare, you at least have to agree that the first thing we need to do is find out how the heck do we get the cost down. Because there's no way we're going to be able to afford it by just raising taxes on the wealthy. Even the places, the places Bernie Sanders likes to point to, they don't even they don't have the low tax rates on the middle class that America does. In America, you're wealthier than Europeans. You're wealthier than people in Canada. That's something people don't talk about. People don't talk about the fact that, on average, the middle class Americans have a lot more money than people in Europe. And it's because we pay less taxes and our jobs pay more money. You can look this all up. This is not disputed information. I'm going to shoot her in the head with these slinger bombs. Oh, she is captured. Yeah, I was actually looking this up recently. A lot of places, like Japan's another example. Japan's another country where they have socialized healthcare, but the tax rate, not just the taxes on your income tax, but also the cost of goods. The cost of goods in America is generally cheaper than in other countries, as well as, so that would be the cost of goods, as well as the sales tax. So the government makes you pay money. Oh no, this is going to blow up and knock me away. The government's, oh, she's going to leave soon. Damn. The government makes you pay money for buying a good. That's called a sales tax. And in America, we have a fairly low sales tax. So you have a few avenues. You have a few avenues where you're paying less money than you would in a place like Europe or in Denmark. You know, where it's where you're told that it's essentially a socialist utopia. And I'm doubting that it's really quite a utopia. It's probably very just similar to what we have. Ricochet Force says Gameconomist needs to explain why medicine is significantly cheaper in Mexico, Canada, and other countries. I do have a little bit of an explanation. So the way medicine is sold, this is actually an issue in economics. I always like to use Oreos as an example. Whenever you're selling a good, you're trying to sell as many of those goods at the highest possible price as possible. So as many as you can at the highest price that you can. And there's an equilibrium between how many you can sell and at what price you can sell it. For example, the Oreo company could drop the cost of Oreos down to a penny, and they would sell a ton of Oreos. However, they wouldn't make much money. They could raise the price of Oreos to be $100 per box, but they would sell so few of them that they wouldn't make as much money if the Oreos were just $2 a box. So there's an equilibrium between the costs, what people can pay for it, and what people are willing to pay for it. This occurs when America sells drugs to other companies in poorer countries. So America's got a certain amount of wealth, and the healthcare companies understand this. And the healthcare companies say, well, we think you can afford our drugs, our whatever it is, healthcare at this amount. But then they sell the same drugs to Mexico and go, you know, if we keep it at the same price as it is in America, nobody here is going to afford it. So we kind of have to lower our price. And that's actually one of the issues that goes on. So if you're living in a first world country and you're comparing prices on healthcare, you need to compare the prices between two first world countries. You need to make that comparison. Also, you guys may not be aware of this, but another thing that occurs is when it comes to medicine, you're discovering new drugs, you're creating new techniques for curing something, healing something. You patent that, right? You have a patent that says, this is mine, only I can do this, and other companies can't just replicate what I do. And the reason we have that system is because when you're creating a new drug, maybe some of you don't know this, the cost of research and development is insane. It's like billions of dollars to research a new drug. And then once the research is done, you go, haha, here's my new drug. Now I have to sell it and make all my money back and profit. Well, what happens is, you know, you can reverse engineer. Very often you can just reverse engineer these drugs. And places like China and India simply do that. They just reverse engineer the drug. So, and they don't care about patents quite as much. They're like, oh, that's an American patent? Well, you know, we'll look the other way. You make the drug, we'll look the other way. So this is an issue that occurs as well in the healthcare industry. And so you say, well, how do they get healthcare so cheap? Well, maybe they're buying their drugs from China. You know what I mean? And China's like, we don't care. We didn't spend any of the money on research and development. So somebody else is going to have to foot the bill for research and development. Who do you think it is? It's the Americans. The Americans who we do follow our patents and our licenses and whatever else. Let's go ahead and grab the Forager build. So yeah, that is one problem that occurs. The drug companies have to sell it for cheaper in countries that don't have as much money to pay for the drug, because otherwise they wouldn't sell it, nobody would buy it, and patents get stolen by third world countries. All right, we'll go ahead and post. Do you guys think I'll ever get the rewards I want from Kulve Taroth? Probably not. Bosco says, don't forget research and development for a cure of a disease is also a race where the winner takes all. It's a huge risk. That's right. The drug companies take billion-dollar risks, and if a different company finds the cure first, then they ask for a patent, and then all the research and development being done by a competing company, all the money they put into it, it's gone. It's just gone. So it's a risky thing. It is. There's a lot going on. I don't want to say I'm definitely not an expert on the issue, but I believe that if you want socialized healthcare in America, two things have to happen. I'm a free market kind of person, but I will agree to socialized healthcare under two conditions. Americans just get healthier. I don't know what you guys think of American healthy people. There's not a lot of us. We're all fat. Because food's cheap over here. Food's very cheap. The free market has done very good with that, actually. The cost of food, especially junk food, is very cheap in America. So, one, if Americans were healthier, I would be down with the socialized healthcare. And two, if America didn't have the most expensive healthcare in the world, I would be okay with the socialized healthcare. Those are two very important issues. You can't have the most expensive people in the world, or you can't have the most expensive healthcare in the world and some of the most unhealthy people in the world because of their eating habits, their drug habits, and say, we'll just make the billionaires pay for it. And the billionaires definitely won't leave to New Zealand. But they probably will. It just depends on how high you raise the taxes. How high do you want to raise the taxes? The higher it goes, the more likely that the rich are going to go, I've had enough of this. Junk food is cheap. That's right. What is my favorite junk food? I don't know. I'm actually really good at cooking, so I don't actually have to get. We don't actually go out to eat very often. My wife and I just cook all the time. If you guys didn't know that about me, I'm a good cook. Smony says junk food pumped up with corn syrup due to capitalism buying politicians.
There it is.
I'm not sure how you're relating those two, Smony. Are you suggesting that politicians should create laws that say you're not allowed to put sugar in food? Because that to me sounds pretty extreme. You could also have politicians say alcohol is not allowed. We know for a fact alcohol is connected to cancer. Alcohol is connected to all kinds of disease. Alcohol is connected to drunk driving accidents that kills a certain number of people every year. So why don't the politicians just make alcohol illegal? You're talking about making sugar illegal. That's pretty hardcore, man. I don't know if I want to blame the politicians on that one. I think it comes down to people making healthier choices in life. Maybe eating a little less, portion sizes are a little smaller, stuff like that. The politicians did it to me. Sugar is the number one culprit in obesity, oddly enough. Actually, it's not just sugar, it's refined flour. This is something I read a book on. Every time a society has refined flour introduced to it, suddenly it becomes obese. So this happened to all of Europe, this happened to Africa, this happened all over the world. Every time you introduce flour to that society before they had flour, everyone gets fat. So sugar, yes. Sugar, soda, but also like bread, pasta. People don't get fat until they have that flour, the refined flour.
Look!
Distorted Color says make a cooking channel. My beer better not get illegal any day soon. That's right. Actually, here's an issue I'm more liberal on. Marijuana, illegalization of marijuana makes no freaking sense. It makes no sense to me at all. It's actually kind of shocking that it's still not legal in America. It's one of those issues that shows you how slow our system is and how bad our system is. How can you have marijuana legal in Colorado for a while now? It's legal in several other states. I can't remember. I think Alaska, I think Washington, D.C., I'm not sure. I think it's decriminalized in California. So you have all these states, and they have marijuana, and it's not an apocalypse over there. They're not completely collapsing because of the release of marijuana. And of course they're not. Nobody really thought they would. And that's because we've had, voila, alcohol the whole time. And alcohol directly is related to all kinds of health problems. Like, it's not even a question. We all just know it's true. Alcohol's real bad for you. And it's just legal everywhere. It's always legal. But here's marijuana, and if you smoke it or eat it or whatever, you're going to jail. If you deal it, you're definitely going to jail if you deal it. So it's kind of crazy how slow our system is at fixing that. There's people in jail today because of something they did with marijuana, probably selling it, right? People who sell marijuana in a place where it's not allowed to be sold, somebody's in jail for that. Non-violent crime, they're trying to do work, right? They're trying to do work that the government could tax, but they're in jail for it. It is is shocking. It's just like shocking. It's crazy to me sounding as if somebody was making and distributing alcohol and then they went to jail for it. And now my money, my taxpayer dollars, pays for this alcohol maker to sit in jail and lose out on his life for making something people love. So it's absolutely crazy to me. It makes me think that there is something really wrong with government when they can't properly react to the issues that are. What's their excuse for putting these people in jail? I don't understand. The government has done a terrible job with explaining to me why marijuana is so dangerous. I'm not convinced at all that it's dangerous. And yet here we go with people still in jail. Really, really upsetting, actually. Really upsetting. Because it's not me. I'm just sitting here in my living room playing video games, earning money, living life, going where I want to go. And there's some guy in jail for doing something that's probably harmless. Well, it's probably like a vice, right? Alcohol's a vice. And he's probably, participating in a sort of vice called marijuana. But we don't put people in jail for eating cookies. We know that sugar's bad for you, sugar and flour and butter. All that's real bad for you. We don't put people in jail for alcohol. People go to... Alcohol's like celebrated. We celebrate alcohol. Get S-faced or whatever. Celebrate your birthday. Get super drunk. Marijuana, go to jail. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's really disappointing. I don't understand why they're just so slow on it. Is it our fault, the people? Like, should we have been more vocal that it's absolutely wrong that people are going to jail over it? I don't understand. Maybe I should get more involved with politics someday. Weedconomist. Our prison system is designed to make money for corporations built around providing for them. Okay, so I can explain what Ricochet is talking about. Ricochet is saying basically what the government has done is it has allowed private industry, that is like a corporation, to run the prisons. So you could either have a corporation run your prison or you could have the government run your prison. Now, there's two arguments for this sort of system, an argument for it and an argument against it. The argument for it is that the corporation is going to... Oh, there's my damn air conditioner. Give me a minute. I'm going to turn that off. Let me get safe. Be right back. So there's two arguments for private prison systems. And the argument is that if you allow a private industry to run the prison system, they're going to be more innovative, they're going to be more efficient, because they either do it well or they lose money, right? But the argument against it is that the corporations are, of course, motivated by profit. So they actually cause people to end up in jail more. Now, I would say that's actually not the case, except for when the jail and the politician are working together. And that would be illegal, by the way. So if you have a politician and the politician is working with the jail corporation, he says, if you donate money to me, I'll create if you support me directly or indirectly, if you support me, I'll create a law that is designed to put more people in jail. And the people in the prison system say, hey, we need more people in jail because that's how we make our money. That would be really, really bad. And it's why people want the jail system to be made a public service again, not a private service. And I kind of agree, actually. It's kind of a dangerous thing. It's kind of like privatizing the military or privatizing police officers. Well, privatize, and not every state, not every county has a private jail system. It's just that some do. And the question is whether should any of them have it. And some people are saying none should have it. Now, I actually kind of lean that direction. I think that it kind of makes no sense to have... There are some things that I think the government should do and private industry should stay out of, particularly military and policing. And then there are things that I think the government should stay out of, usually services and goods. And in this case, the prison system, I think, falls in line with policing. So it sounds like something only the government should do, because nobody should be profit motivated to have people in jail. It's just is going to cause corruption. It's like a system that is probably going to end up being corrupt. Atomic Thomas says, do you read the YouTube comments? Not as much as I used to. The problem is I get so many comments in a day. I don't always get a chance to read and keep up with all of them. So what I'll do generally is right after a video's been released, I'll read the YouTube comments on that video for like the whole day. But then after that day, I don't read any more comments, and that video it'll keep gathering comments, so I don't keep up with those. So the first day, I usually do look at the comments on the new video that I post. All right, let's go ahead and trade out our build. Yeah, private prisons just seems like a bad idea. Policing is one of the things that I think the government should fully be in control of, and the idea that a private industry should do it is a little nuts to me. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Let's use the Kiara Dagger Spark. How about that? That sounds fun. Also, let's fix this loadout. Pokemon Palico build. Oh my god. Gunpowder. Devil's Blight. So let's go ahead and save that. You guys get me talking politics and policy, and
Oh, hello.
I really enjoy that subject, though. It's a fun thing to talk about. All right, we're starting at Pursuit 4. Gameconomist, you ever heard Prison Song by System of a Down? I was a huge System of a Down fan, so of course I've heard that one. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, big fan. I haven't heard that one in a long time, though. But basically what Rob's referencing here is System of a Down in their lyrics. They basically talk exactly about drugs being a system. They talk directly about drugs being used as profit for private corporations who run jails. So they say marijuana is illegal, and the reason why it's illegal is because the prisons need to make a profit, and in order for the prisons to be profitable, they're going to take this simple drug and they're going to make it illegal for you, and you're going to go to jail for it. And it's kind of scary because it doesn't really sound too far off from the truth. It actually, like I was saying earlier, it doesn't really make sense that marijuana is still illegal. To this day, it's illegal. It's a federal crime to have marijuana. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. You've got all these states who have legalized it. They're not collapsing. You've got other places in the world where they have it. They're not collapsing. It's been said that it's much safer than alcohol. We have alcohol everywhere, so yeah. It almost seems like the only reason to keep it illegal is because maybe there's a lot of prison owners and they want to make sure that they keep lots of people in prison. Lal asks, what is my taste in music? Well, I would say I primarily like music that's really sad. I like sad music. I like calming music, and I like instrumentals. Instrumentals, music with no words. Don't do drugs. Do plenty of hugs. Don't worry, Dark Omen, I don't do drugs.
At last. Reminds me of that.
Don't do drugs.
Now get out there.
Do you guys remember those the DARE campaign to get people to stop doing drugs or whatever, stay away from drugs? I feel like all it really did was made you seem cooler if you did drugs. That's what it really did. Like, I don't listen to the rules. Sing us a song, you're the whistle man. Gameconomist, if you'd waited another minute, the pursuit level would have gone up to 5. Ah, 4 is good enough. Who cares? Who cares? Breaker horns, there it goes. Nice job. Thanks, Josh. Minecraft. I'm a big fan of C418. I listen to his music all the time. Oh, I thought we broke horns. I guess not. Gameconomist, do you like Radiohead at all? I heard sad and calming music. Yes, I'm a big Radiohead fan. I love Radiohead's music. He's a good one. He's one of my favorite. Definitely. I'm surprised how mainstream he is, and yet how good his music is. Like, a lot of mainstream musicians usually do not make good music. It's usually some generic crap, and his music is definitely not generic. He makes really good stuff. Ooh. We talk about music a lot in this stream, don't we? Am I excited for Iceborne? Hell no. Iceborne, can't wait to get away from it. It's so boring. All I want is for the base vanilla game to exist. I think Iceborne will be the worst. Bleh. Yeah, exactly. Alvin says the Dare campaign pretty much dared you to do drugs. That's exactly right. Because kids don't want to be, you know, we don't want to be boring. We don't want to be like our parents. So, oh, I hit the wrong rock. Oh, she's going to go in. I suck. Oh, no, I still got her. Yeah, kids don't want to be told what to do. They want to rebel against their parents. They want to rebel against the rules. They want to have new experiences. Back in the 70s, that's exactly what young people were doing back then, too. So we already knew that how people would maybe react to oh, you have to be conservative and good and holy. And I feel like that's exactly how, when I was younger, that's exactly how I felt about Dare. I hated being told what I could and couldn't do, and no drugs for you. No, Iceborne sucks. Bleh. Are you excited for Iceborne? No, I hate Monster Hunter World. That's why I play it every day. Oop. Ah. There's nothing else for me to reach. She's just, she's laying down in a precarious position. Why do people hate Iceborne? Oh my god, I should make a video titled, Why do people hate Iceborne? That'll get so many clickbait clicks. Which platform am I on? I'm on the Xbox. That's because on Xbox you can't use mods to get any of the weapons, and so I have to legitimately play. And that means grinding the heck out of coal for like one more weapon.
You ready?
Was Iceborne a new Skyrim DLC? I actually do like snow, by the way. I'm a winter person. I strongly prefer the winter over the summer. I don't know if you guys are like that, but yeah, I like the cold. My wife hates the cold, so we are the exact opposite on that issue. But I'm a big fan of cold.
All right.
That's why I'm going to move to Russia. God Terror Boy says, I can't wait till the day you make a clickbait video that's just Rickroll. Oh, should I? Should I, or is that low quality shit posting at this point? So obviously I can. I could. I feel like that would be low quality content. People would be like, oh, Rickroll, wasn't that, you know, that was so funny 20 years ago. Good for you, Gameconomist. You Rickrolled us. Uh-oh, she gonna hit me. Ouch. I'm the kind of person where when summer starts, I can't wait for winter to come back. Come on, Kulve. She's digging. As long as it's followed by something meaningful, Rickroll away. Oh, I didn't think of that. That's clever. You could start out with the Rickroll. I'll do the Rickroll, and I'll just have the visual aspect of it, and I'll sing the song myself to be extra trolly.
Keep yourself together.
Gameconomist, are you excited for Viceborn? I'm excited for Vladborn. How do you do the, I'm so bad at this. How do you do the, is it double slash? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I've been trying to do that. I'm actually still a noob at the dual blades. Gameconomist singing would be Valhalla. It would be, what's the word? What did they say? It wouldn't be halal. It wouldn't be halal. That's a lot of damage. Never gonna give you up, Kiara Spark. I wonder why it went that way, that direction. Oh, it still caught me on fire. I watched the whole struggle that was your live stream last night. It hurt. Lunastra's pretty dumb though. Yeah, I kind of decided Lunastra must be the worst fight in the game. Worse than Extreme Behemoth. Extreme Behemoth, I don't know. It's hard. It's close. I would say Extreme Behemoth is difficult, but at least with Extreme Behemoth, you feel like you're being punished for a mistake. When you fight Lunastra, it's just kind of like, oh, got you with this. Oh, got you with that. You didn't expect that, did you? Because you don't have time to react to some of her moves. And also, playing multiplayer with Lunastra, it's a lot less fun just because she runs between players so much. I really figured that out playing last night for the whole 8 hours that I played her. Nothing but 8 hours of Arch-Tempered Lunastra, guys. What do you think that's like?
Bound to pick up the trail somewhere.
Oh, this is fun. A little Beyblade. Oh, I could just drop this on her right now. We'll wait for her to come closer.
Look!
Could you do a run with the boat, please? No, this is not allowed. This would not be halal. We're gonna drop that. Oh, giant horns chipped? Okay, we're gonna go to the back. I don't really feel like we have to, actually. She probably shed pretty fast. Maybe we won't. We won't. Okay, this needs to be broken. We'll break this. There she goes. Yeah, we didn't need to go to the back. The session is always full. That sucks. I'm sorry, man. Oh, I'm getting attacked by this son of a beach. Let's get the Farcaster going. Because we're not going to fight her with lightning dual blades. We'll do no damage. Gameconomist, can you do Charge Blade, please? Lol, if you aren't sick of it. Why don't we do it right now? We need to swap over to Ice build. We'll do Charge Blade right now. Let's see. She is just no fun. Arch-Tempered Lunastra. I think she might be at the top of my list as least fun monster. How many people in chat do you recognize, Gameconomist? Oh, a ton. Lots of people. Chad Blade. Oh, running low on stamina.
Good work, Fibers. Now get out there and show us how it's done.
Oh, I can't see myself. Alright, we gotta break her tail.
We're the ones to get it
Oh,
done.
that's too bad. Am I dead? Am I dead? Am I dead? I'm alive. I wanted to get behind the beam so that I could keep attacking her tail. It's not gonna happen. Oh! Oh, I don't have guard up. Oh, you don't need guard up. I guess it just didn't guard in time. Alright, let's go ahead and use the Mega Barrel Bombs here. Oh no, the explosion didn't actually land. She lifted her tail up. Oh, maybe I should have stayed back there. Well, we gotta be careful, guys. We don't want to break the horns. Oh, alright. I knew that was gonna hit me, unfortunately. There wasn't anything I could do. I was already mid-charge. Maybe I'll put on my temporal mantle at this point. Try guard point if you know how to do that. I do know how to guard point at this point. I tried it out a few times as well. I don't actually think it changes the... I don't actually think it changes my opinion of the weapon very much. I actually thought it was going to be more than what it turned out to be. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Charge Blade. I definitely feel like I understand the weapon much more now. Oh, nice job on breaking the tail. Oh. Oh, she turned me? No, she actually hit me. I thought I landed right between her arms and her head. I guess not. You gonna make a tutorial of dodging roars? That's exactly what I'm working on. It's a bit more, I would say it's a bit more than that. It's more like a guide that talks about all the methods for dodging a roar, or for avoiding a roar. Can55 says, I just bought Monster Hunter World, but I can't play it without PlayStation Plus, so I have to pay another $60. Gosh dang it. Can, if you had bought it for the PC, you wouldn't have to pay that, because you just get the internet on the PC. Aeroblaze says, I absolutely loved Kulve Taroth, but I think fighting her more than 100 times has made me hate her now. Yeah. Yes. Oh, man. We needed more than one monster for the siege mode. We should have had 2 monsters. If they're going to put so many RNG weapons into it, it should have been 2 monsters. Can you name one other monster in the game that has like 500 weapons? You can't, because there's only one monster like that. So I don't know what Capcom was thinking there. It's just too much. It's too much. Why do you play without music? I hunt deviant monsters with music, but that's only because the music for deviants is so repetitive and obnoxious. It's because I record, actually. That's the answer. So I can turn the music back on for you guys here. There you go. Aeroblaze says, Kulve Taroth never ever drops anything I need. I have almost all the bowguns and bows if anyone wants them. Abdul Raham, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, says, can I hack the game? I play offline. The game can be hacked. And I think what he means is, can it be modded? Don't turn it on. I want to hear that sexy voice. It's too late. I already turned the music on. All right, let's see what the rewards are.
Hello.
Oh my God. Can you guys even remember the last time I got a new reward? It's been forever, hasn't it? I'll never get one of the weapons I need. I'll never get it. It's insane. It's never gonna happen. Oh my God. How long can you play Kulve Taroth and not get a new reward? It's just punishment.
Oh, that reminds me.
Alright, this will be our third reward cycle. Ramingo says, Gameconomist, your Discord server is awesome. What is your favorite monster? Well, thank you, first of all, for saying that about the Discord. It's a very active Discord. We're working our way toward 10,000 members in the Discord. And on average, we're getting about 10,000 messages sent between players. One of the most popular parts of the Discord is actually the LFG section for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. So that's something I'm very proud of. My favorite monster, visually or like for fighting, I actually like the Nergigante fight a lot. He's way overdone at this point, but I thought that his fight was really fun. Just because it's exciting to try and target. It's exciting to try and break his parts before they turn black and become hardened. So I always found that aspect of him very engaging. However, if you want to talk about my favorite monster, probably Lavasiath. Lavasiath or Uragon, if I had to pick one of those two. Big fan of the fish, the firefish. Which is funny because I found out that nobody else... Oh, what am I doing here? I'm getting rid of my equipment. It's funny to find out that nobody else liked him. I thought that he was just like any other monster. I didn't realize he was like the least popular. That was strange to experience. Thanks, Dark Omen. I appreciate that. Distorted Color says, this is just in. A humanoid beetle was found across all of Astera and terrorizing citizens by saying, where's the Kiara loot? Where is it? More to come at 11. Now, I'm more like wearing the beetle suit for the Mandragoras and the Devil's Blights and the... I guess honey. Uragon Volt. I didn't expect you to say Lavasiath. That's what everyone says. That is what everyone says. I like Lavasiath so much that if you guys didn't know this, one of my very first videos that I ever made for Monster Hunter was a guide for fighting Lavasiath. You want to know my second video that I made very, very, very early on? A guide for fighting Uragon. Yeah, those were two of my earliest videos, and it's because I liked fighting those two monsters so much. And I have an updated Lavasiath guide now. It's much higher quality, because I understand the game a lot better than I did back then. Back when I started, I had no idea what I was doing. My favorite monster is probably Nergigante. Yeah, he's such a great fight. He's an example of really good design, because you have like... It's not just a bullet sponge, you actually have like goals to go after. The goal would be like controlling where his white spikes show up at, breaking the spikes off before they turn black. Getting that knockdown is like a big reward. So overall, just really well designed.
Now get out there.
Just waiting for the ice type Gyrototus and Lavasiath. That would be cool. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, I think they have a really good armor design with the Lavasiath armor, which is one of the reasons why it's so disappointing that it's terrible armor in the armor meta. And I suppose what they could do is they could just repeat the armor again and make it meta armor so that people actually use it. Same with like Otogaron and... Yeah, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't be surprised if they actually did that, because to me it's pretty clear to me that Capcom does like to recycle content where it can. Grab this bitterbug. Devil's Blight.
You can do this. Over here.
I'm ready.
When will they bring Arch-Tempered Nergigante? We're going to find out on May 9th, I'm sure of it. That's going to be in 2 days. In 2 days, tune into my YouTube channel in 2 days, because they're going to be talking about it. I made a video about it today, about their upcoming stream announcement for the spring update. So if you want to learn about that, you're going to find out pretty soon. He's engaging, and while that can be easy, it can also be scary at times. Yeah, I think if the Nergigante fight was difficult again, that would actually be really enjoyable. I feel like he's not that difficult anymore. He's too well understood when it comes to like tripping him and causing him to be knocked down. So it would be cool when the Arch-Tempered version comes out. It would be cool if that was actually a really difficult fight again. How's it going, Marco Dela Cruz? Thanks for joining the stream. Jason Dragoon says, this game has been really good value for the money. I'm still playing 1,100 hours later. That is the true sign that a game is good, is when you can play it for like 1,000 hours. Yeah, definitely. I just killed Arch-Tempered Kieran for the first time today solo as well, but dang, Kieran's Gamma set is underwhelming. Well, yeah, you're going to find that's true for most of the Gamma sets, except for maybe Arch-Tempered Teostra. That's a pretty good Gamma set. Nero's trying to throw me. You're going to find that's true for most of the Gamma armor. There's usually 1 to 2 pieces on each Gamma set that's actually part of the armor meta. And when it comes to the Kieran Gamma set, the meta piece of armor for that set is the chest. It's going to give you an option for building free element very efficiently in the chest slot. So that's the primary reason people use that one. By the way, guys, if you didn't know this, Nero is the head moderator of the Discord. So if you guys were wondering, he plays on Xbox as well. It's a little Xbox party over here. Yeah, that's Captain Gangplank from the Discord server. He's in the match right now. Maybe he can get into the match when we actually go on an attack run. Distorted Color says hi. I don't know who to. Alvin says Monster Hunter World is great, but they oversimplified it. Possibly. Party Slime says, love your videos. Taking my play to the next level with your videos. I'm glad to hear that, Party Slime. Oh, it's getting hard to see what people are typing. The chat's moving pretty fast. Say UWU, please. It would make me and my wife very happy. I don't actually know how it's meant to be said, unfortunately. Otherwise, maybe I would. I thought it was just a face. I didn't know it was an actual... I didn't know it was something you actually said. By the way, I'm probably missing tons of footprints. I'm totally distracted. Gameconomist, why do you keep foraging plants, mushrooms, and the like on this phase? I thought that you only need to collect things that give you points. It's because I'm playing in a game where, you know, I'm eventually going to need Devil's Blight, I'm going to need barrels, I'm going to need Mandragora. So if all I'm doing is gathering tracks, I might as well do all this other stuff at the same time. It's a pretty simple explanation. Alexandra says Captain Gangplank is Nero. Yes, he is. Ramingo, I will not watch this trailer, but I hope he will be back too. Gangplank doesn't like me that much. What did you do? What Scoutfly does... Oh, the Scoutfly... so the Scoutfly buff allows us to see footprints from further away than normal, okay? But it only works when you're not aggroed, which sometimes you're not aggroed, so that's actually useful. Nero's like, why expose me? What's up, Gameconomist? How can I join your Discord server? So the link to the Discord server is always in the description of my videos, and I believe in the live stream as well. You would just go to the description and click on that link, and it'll take you to the Discord server. Cake Czar says, so you don't try to fight Kulve Taroth the first time? I don't know what you mean by that question. Are you talking about before they made her Arch-Tempered, or do you mean a Pursuit 1 run, like a breaking her horns on Pursuit 1? Because I don't like doing those. I've done one before. It's on my YouTube channel. You can watch me take down Kulve Taroth at Pursuit 1. Actually, Gangplank was in that video because he was one of the people that helped me do it. And after doing it, I was like, this is too expensive, and it requires too much focus, and it's not fun. I didn't even think it was that efficient, to be honest. Does anyone else think Nergigante armor set's legs look too thick? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Would it look stranger, though, if they were too thin? Like, the whole set is kind of chunky overall, so I'm not really sure making them thinner would actually make them look better, necessarily. Dark Omen says, Gameconomist, I keep pinging him for no reason, and he keeps sealing my chromosomes. What the F does that mean? Sealing my chromosomes? Weird thing to say. You should make a fast food review. Oh, a power list or whatever it is, power rankings. Thanks, Party Slime. Oh, he's saying how to say it. Is ooh woo. I don't know if you're supposed to say it with a certain like. I probably just said it very monotone, is what I mean. Ooh woo. Really? Ooh woo, mega thick, huh? You guys are too funny. Alright, Kulve Taroth is getting away. Cake Czar says, oh, so it gets easier the higher the pursuit level. That's right. At pursuit level 3 and 4, it gets much easier. And then at pursuit levels 5 and 6, it gets much, much easier. So that's how Kulve Taroth works. Cybera says you should read the nightly chaos in the Discord. I'm usually asleep at night. Kulve Taroth resembles mac and cheese. Changed my mind. She does look kind of like mac and cheese. Or maybe like confetti, yellow confetti. I can't remember. Did someone request a weapon? I don't think they did. What do we got? Heavy bowgun, great sword, gun lance, hammer, lance, hunting horn, longsword, light bowgun again, sword and shield. I did that the other day. Charge blade. Oh, right. Somebody said bow, didn't he? Let's use the bow. Bow is definitely a weapon I need more practice with. It's one of those weapons where I practiced with it intensely for a while, and then I never touched it again, and I've pretty well forgotten everything I knew over time. Super excited for the Monster Hunter movie. I'm more... Oh, I got a call coming in. I'm more thinking that the Monster Hunter movie will be a flop. I think a lot of video game movies are. Alright, let's post this. Maybe we can get Nero in this run as well. I'll give Nero a spot. I think that's fair. Vampy, Theyfei, Terrorboy. Sorry, Terrorboy, you were the last one. We're gonna give this spot to Nero. It's Terrorboy. You would normally perfectly fine coming in, but I'm gonna give Nero a chance. Oh, Scarlet. Oh, I'm gonna boot Scarlet too. Sorry, Scarlet. You guys don't. For those of you watching the stream, what you have to understand is there's always a lag to what I'm saying. So these guys get booted, and then they have no idea why they get booted until like a minute later, and they hear on the stream why. Terrorboy, you should try for next time. You should try for next time. Oh, that's Scarlet again. Scarlet must not have understood. Notice me, TGC. I'm your biggest fan. Thanks, Captain Gangplank. You make the Discord a lot of fun. Oh, now Cybera's in. We're trying to get Nero in. Oh, Cybera left. Oh, somebody else left. Wait, did I boot Vampy? I didn't boot Vampy, did I? There's Nero. Nero's in. Okay. All right, now whoever joins can join. Oh, look at that. Terrorboy just took Vampy's spot. How do you feel about that now, Vampy? Vampy's mad. I don't know if Vampy's mad. Oh, I already ate. Ramingo says, please do not remember me of the don't remind me of the existence of the Monster Hunter movie. Yeah, I saw the pictures. Man. I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be like one of those B movies you can enjoy, but what am I trying to say? Video games usually don't translate into movies very well. I think the Sonic movie is just a terrific example. Jim Carrey looked cool at the end, but I don't know, some of the jokes he did early on in the trailer. Man, those jokes weren't well written. And the plot line is so basic, like, oh, the military noticed this powerful force. Now we're going to deal with the military. It is the most vanilla storyline ever. And they made him ugly as hell, and now I guess they're going to fix him, but it's just, I don't know. What is wrong with them, man? Please answer. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see your question. Oh, how to download Monster Hunter World cracked. Oh, I have no idea what you mean by that. Cracked? Does he mean like... I think he means to steal it off the internet. I have no idea. I bought my version. Yeah, I have no idea. Sorry. I don't think I would talk about that in a stream even if I did know. Meow? Oh my god. Detective Pikachu. I heard that's going to be good. I think maybe I'll watch that in theaters. I don't know. Will you guys be watching that? Maybe I will. Joseph says those early jokes were horrible and didn't seem like Dr. Robotnik at all. Exactly. That's exactly right. Dark Omen says, I can't wait for the animated one coming out in the future. Oh, there's an animated Monster Hunter? So that one might actually be better. Ramingo says, Gameconomist, any assumptions about tomorrow's stream or in general about Iceborne? I would throw Xenogre, Zamtrios, and Tigrix in. What about you? I don't want to make any assumptions. And the stream's not tomorrow. The stream's in 2 days. Ramingo is in 2 days. The Sonic Economist. Fireflame says he just subbed. Thank you very much, Fireflame. That makes me very happy. Vampy says, by the way, Gameconomist, I gave up my spot to get Terra in. Wow, that is so kind of you. Can we all... wait, hold on. Can we all leave a like on Vampy's Facebook page?
Reminds me of that time. Now get out there.
Vampy, the real hero here. Not the hero we deserved. No, wait, maybe it is the hero we deserved. Oh, she's gonna run over here. I think it goes, not the hero we asked for, or something like that. I don't know how that dang saying goes. She gonna take a step forward? Boop. And there she goes.
You can do this.
Get these mega barrel bombs on her.
Over here.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I think an animated Monster Hunter movie can actually do really well. So I'd be interested in that. It would even be cool if there was like a Monster Hunter anime series or something like that. I think that for a lot of Japanese games, developing it into an anime series could be very effective the way it was for Pokemon. I think that in general, a Western audience was very accepting of it, and it became pretty much a phenomenon. Not the hero we needed, but the one we deserve. Thank you, Colton. I'm terrible with sayings, with idioms. Who's Vampy? Look at this bow fired 3 arrows. What the hell? Oh my god. Of course the Gajalaka. Alright, there's not really anything else to break. Her arm's broken, her plating came off, and we can only reach one side of her body. Underwater fights. You know, I talked about that in the top 50 changes I'd like to see for Iceborne video that I made. I made that not too long ago. And actually, it'd be interesting to see if any of it comes true. And I have to say, I'm not sure if I would actually want underwater battles. I can understand the nostalgia for them, but I watched a number of videos of the underwater battles, and they just seem so unrealistic. Kind of makes the game seem more cartoony. Now, you could make the counter argument that, of course, the game's cartoony. It's got talking cats, and you can jump from 1,000 feet and not die, but you kind of have to suspend your disbelief pretty hard to accept that
You ready?
underwater physics where you're not just immediately dragged to the ground by your heavy weapon, to accept that you can actually swing a greatsword underwater. It doesn't make any sense. It really, really denies the rules of physics, the underwater fighting, and that's the problem I have with it. Otherwise, you know, it is a video game. In the end, if they said yes to underwater fights, honestly, I wouldn't care that much. I'm just saying it's hard for me to accept it. Maybe if they had like underwater fighting where everyone used harpoons or something, but that would be boring. Speaking of which, what new weapon do you think they would add to the game? What do you think Capcom would most likely add to the game as a new weapon? There must be one that they've talked about. I mean, think about it. I'm sure they've talked about it a lot, in fact. Underwater battles were the worst, Joseph says. So I never actually played them, which means I don't have an opinion of them either way. I'm just saying the lack of realism is so extreme in that case. It's kind of like a new level of cartooniness, and it makes me question whether Capcom would actually want that, because it just seems too far. I don't know. Maybe they could find a way to pull it off. New weapon type, Tonfas or Prowler? I don't know what a Tonfa or a Prowler is, unfortunately for you. I don't want to accidentally KO her until we get to stage 4. I don't think I'd KO her.
Watch
Oh,
yourself.
there we go. Boop. Redacted says, I want Plesioth. The Plesioth hip check, is that what you're talking about? Let's go ahead and change our equipment up here. We'll refresh our items. We don't want to mess that up.
Keep looking.
Power
Don't let up.
coating.
We're bound
Oh,
to
right,
pick
right,
up the
right. So we have to
trail
change over to a stage 4 bow build. Do I actually have one of those built? I do have one built. Kiara Bow Stream. Oh, but I don't have paralysis on it. Well, that's not good. Well, I can't change it now. That's okay. We can bring sleep at least. Sleep will be worth it. Prowler is playing as a Palico. Oh, very cool. That sounds fun. Alexandra says Tigrex is basically sure to be added with Nargacuga, so that's cool. So he must be saying that because you're going to have the skeleton for one, you'll get the other. Excuse me. I need a drink. I need like a glass of water over here. It's hard to talk all day. Oh, have we broken the... We haven't broken the tail yet, have we? This is our opportunity to get a tail break. Oh, tail's broken. Nice job, everyone. These Gajalaka, seriously. They're so annoying. There she goes, finally. Is raw bow viable against Kulve Taroth? Absolutely not. Raw bow is like the weakest version of a bow you can use. I don't know why you would use it. Maybe if you had a monster that was strong against all elemental types. The Dark-Economist rises, what?
Good work, Fibers.
So is everyone
Now
here?
get out there and show us how it's
I see
done.
4 people. So we're going to go right over to the sleep coating. We're going to start putting her to sleep. Oh, she's going to sleep. We're going to use the close range coatings then. God damn. Oh, she's KO'd. Who KO'd her? I had no idea. I couldn't tell what was actually going on there. I thought she was going to sleep. I wasted all that time.
We're the ones to
Alright,
get
so
it
we don't
done.
gotta worry about her tail. Tail's already down. Now we'll put her to sleep. Terrorboy or Thayfei must have gotten her with sticky ammo. And we'd already built up some
dear.
KO earlier.
Watch yourself.
Oh no, what did I just do? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, her horns came right off. It didn't matter. So, I accidentally used the arc shot. I really shouldn't have. I'm just a bow noob, essentially. So, it would have woken her up. But she died right away. Otaku asks, how did practicing go last night? So, Otaku's referring to me fighting Arch-Tempered Lunastra by myself, using the Kiar Ice Charge Blade. I got a lot of practice in, and I ended up soloing her twice in a row without losing any lives. Twice in a row. So that's how it went. Actually, there was a terrific scene where I dropped a boulder on top of Lunastra and Teostra at the same time, and then I let out a SAED, and it hit both of them and broke both their parts. It was really funny. I should actually go back and extract that scene. I should save that scene. I should start saving like crazy moments, because I've had a lot of crazy moments over the last 2,600 hours. Hey, did you hear about the Capcom's Monster Hunter stream in a few days? Yes, I did hear about it, and I made a video about it, and when the stream comes out, I will probably dissect the stream, and when the stream's actually live, I'll probably go live and watch it with you guys. So, all those things. Alright, a nice little 9-minute kill there. What do we get here? Sleep coat? What? That's the decoration I needed! Has anyone actually ever used sleep coat? I don't ever use sleep coat. How the frick did she hit me there? The frickin' frick! When will you learn? Gameconomist, how about I do a switch axe run next? Okay. Have you wanted to play other Monster Hunter games? The answer would be no, actually. And the reason why is because I'm somebody who really likes the most up-to-date game. Every time I go back to play an older title, I realize that title has terrible graphics, it loses a lot of quality of life. And that's because as time goes by, video game developers make huge improvements to their video games. So, generally not, and it doesn't have anything to do with the franchise. It has more to do with the fact that older games are generally not as fun as the most modern games. Let's see what we got for our rewards.
Oh, hello.
I'm talking with my hands there. That's why I stopped moving. I just realized I was doing that. I was sitting here talking with my hands. Jesus Christ, man! Never gonna get the weapons I need. How many runs does Capcom expect you to go on before you actually get what you need? They must think you're going to play Kulve Taroth a billion times, man. I don't get it. It's just crazy. Remember, I know for a fact there's 2 weapons I still need. How many runs have we had now? I mean, just today, this is 4 runs. And then all of last time we didn't get it, so however many runs that was. Yes, finally got a poison attack, Jules. Holy frick! Let's go ahead and eat this for the stamina. Gameconomist, did you hear Monster Hunter World just came out? He's teasing this other guy. He's teasing whoever it was that asked about the stream. Frickin' frick! When will you get those weapons? You got a weapon you didn't have. Oh, did I really? I wasn't paying attention. Was it an orange weapon though, a rarity 8 weapon? Captain Gangplank asks, have you joined the Discord's Monster Hunter World Squad, the Economists? Is that... Did you guys make an ooh squad? Oh my god, that'd be ridiculous. Ooh. Maybe they should introduce a ticket system for Arch-Tempered Kulve Taroth to trade weapon gains for, say, 1 ticket, rarity 8, rarity 7, rarity 6, and say 50 tickets equals 1 weapon of the same rank. They'll never do that. They'll never do that. Monster Hunter World has so many quality of life changes from older Monster Hunter games, you definitely would notice. Well, he says I wouldn't like it, but I would definitely notice. I'm already kind of expecting that. Gameconomist, did you know that Monster Hunter World is a video game? Egads, I had no idea. Which weapon do you need? I need the Spark Switch Axe and the Spark Insect Glaive. Both of those for sure. Kitazi, I think I said his name right. Kitazi, did you do a video of all the must-have weapons from Arch-Tempered Kulve Taroth? No, I haven't. That's because a video of that kind would be really big and really long. I could make like a half-assed version of a video like that if you'd like. Yeah. I invited you. Check it out. I invited you, bro.
There it is. At last.
How do I look that up?
Reminds me of that time. Now get out there.
I don't know how to look up invitations for that squads. I don't think it lets me do that here. I have to do it in the next time we're at the Gathering Hub. Make a vid for farming QR weapons off of normal Kulve. I need QR weapons for my dinner. Let's go ahead and grab this beetle. Bondberry, Blast Nut, Mandragora, Dragon Strike Nut, Honey. Actually, is it TSC or TCS? I think it's TCS. TCS made a video that I agreed with the other day. He was talking about how on the PC, speedrunners have a big advantage on the PC. And it was an issue, funny enough, I was just talking to Fumetto about that same issue during one of his live streams. I was telling him that on the PC, not only do you get the ability to manipulate, let's say, food skills at the canteen, and not only can you edit your items, but it's even conceivable that a player could go in and tinker around with some of the RNG from the character's moveset, the monster's moveset, and stuff like that, that you wouldn't be able to know about unless you could get into that person's copy of the game. So he was talking about how speedrunning's not really fair on the PC, and there's really no way to regulate to know if they didn't cheat. And that's a big issue for speedrunners, I imagine. Because if you can say, oh, look at me, I have the world record for something, you know, people are going to watch your video. They're going to be like, wow, he's got the world record. It's kind of a big deal to be able to hold on to world records. I think it is, to a degree anyways. Gameconomist, the Economist squad is a way for people in the Discord to play without dealing with the session IDs. Oh, okay. Oh, I suppose we could do that? I haven't joined any squads because I haven't really made my mind up on joining a squad. I didn't know that squads avoid the session ID. That actually sounds very appealing. Maybe I should make a serious squad though, but I don't know what it would be called. Would it be called the Economist? Because that sounds pretty gay. No offense, gay people. Maker Smith says TSC. Okay, so I was saying his name wrong. Why is your voice so nice and soothing? I don't know. I was just born with this voice. Auntie Bob says this goes for many games on PC. Oh, yes, I see. He's talking about the ability to cheat in many games. Ferris, he butters his vocal cords every morning. I don't do that. Join Uragan Squad. Look at these competing squads. It's free. The Uwu 2 economists. Too bad you're not on PlayStation 4. Playing with fandoms sucks. They don't know how to gather tracks for Pursuit 1. So if they don't know, you could always try sending them a link to that video I made. I think that the video explains it pretty well. And then the other thing you can do is you could join our Discord server and use the Discord server to put a party together on the PlayStation. That would be the other trick you could do. Your boy Gangplank already made it for you. 200 IQ mod. The Uwu Economist, though, should it? I don't know. I haven't. So I don't really know if that's the best name, though. It's definitely a funny name, but is it the best name? I'm not sure. Uwu Economist. If only there was a way for the people to let me know which name they would prefer. Do we speak about the forbidden scrolls like Monster Hunter Frontier around these parts of town? You can talk about anything you want, Horizon. Sapo Slayer says, just get a PlayStation 4. Well, I don't know if the PlayStation 4 is about to be obsolete anyways. It'll be obsolete in like probably a year. And then at the same time, I own an Xbox and I also own a gaming PC now and 2 copies of the game. You know how expensive it would be for me to own 3 copies of the game? That'd be like $180. $180. Akeno says, I think Uwu Economist is a great name. But yeah, you know, it's just it's a lot of money. You have to think it through. So like the PlayStation 4 itself would cost money. I don't know how much. I could probably get it for like $300, and then another $60 for a copy of the game, or maybe it goes on sale for $40 or something, right? But it's a ton of money, man. It just doesn't make sense for me either. I wouldn't even have time to play between all 3 consoles. I just wouldn't. There's no way. Right now, I already, if I play on Xbox, it means I didn't host on the PC, so it's one or the other, you know what I mean? It'd be really hard to do all 3 right now. And I'd have to refarm everything on PlayStation 4. Ooh, that sounds like a lot of work. Hi, kitty. Use YouTube to vote on the squad name. Oh no, my cat's climbing on my Xbox. Why does she think that she can just be on my Xbox? Do a YouTube poll. I've never actually done a YouTube poll. Never tried it. PS Fun, Samuel Hosking. But what do you mean? So Samuel Hosking, you mean PlayStation 5 fund, right? Because again, I don't know if that money would be well spent if it just went straight toward a PlayStation 4, right? Adam P says, hey Gameconomist, glad I can catch part of your stream. Are you familiar with the Monster Hunter YouTuber Gasian Hunter? Of course. You guys are the 2 best Monster Hunter creators. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, Gasian, I remember when the game came out a long time ago, and I watched his video on how the attack buff consumables work, and I thought, oh, this is a nice, well-made video. Jesus Christ, this Gajalaka's got it out for me. Here's a footprint. I'm gonna end up dying. Kant lives in a house on Won't Street. I think he's saying Kant and I won't? What? I don't know what you mean. First time for everything, uwu, is cause the Xbox is nice and warm. Yeah, that's probably it. Someone needs to borrow a PlayStation 4 with full weapon and armor for Gameconomist to play. Now see, that would work. That would work. If I just had like a friend who could loan me their Xbox, I'm sorry, his PlayStation 4, I'm mixing up the names here. If he could just like loan me it, I could just log in and play as one of you maybe for a day and say hi to you guys. That would work. But I don't know if I'm ready to buy PlayStation 4 right when they've announced that PlayStation 5 is, you know, on the way. And I'm thinking I could probably afford a PlayStation 5. But then, man, I'd also have to rebuy whatever the next Xbox is going to be, and Yeah, you're talking a lot of money, guys. Oh, a Gaijin is a Gaijin. I might have been pronouncing it wrong. I'm just a stupid English speaker. Excuse me. By the way, I gotta put Samuel Hoskins in the credits of my videos. It's easy for me to forget about that, but you've donated so much money. There's no reason why you shouldn't be in the credits. Shatton says, I've been farming the Lavasias for decorations. I hope to have my Arch-Tempered Kulve set ready very soon. Oh, very cool. Cameron Casey says, good morning, you sleepy bastards. Everyone get some breakfast, brush your teeth, and be ready for the stream. No, that's okay. You guys don't have to brush your teeth. You should brush your teeth, but trust me, I can't smell your breath, and I can't see your teeth. Distorted says, just get a P-Sox 1, easy. Oh, so Sapo Slayer makes a good point. If only Sony would allow cross-platform. So right now, if PlayStation would simply allow cross-platform, we could just play with each other right now, you see? So if you're a customer of PlayStation, you probably should, you know, let them know that you would like cross-platform. I don't know how to communicate. I don't know how to communicate with something like a big corporation like PlayStation, but yeah, I'm all for cross-platform for all consoles, Nintendo, PC, Xbox, PlayStation 4. It would be awesome, actually, because it means for whatever game you buy, you're getting the entire gaming community, not just the gaming community exclusive to whichever console you own. And PlayStation, of course, doesn't want to do this because they believe well, it's not that they believe it, but they do have the largest multiplayer group right now, and they don't want to share that group with the PC, they don't want to share it with the Xbox, and they don't want to share it with the Nintendo Switch. So just part of their strategy for selling their content. So they don't want that, but the truth is, putting the whole gaming community together, even if it's not best for Sony at this point, it's best for the actual gaming community. I strongly believe that. All right, let's use the Kiar Strong Arm Spark next for fun. Oh, he said Switch X, didn't he? Somebody said Switch X. Let's do that. Do I have a Switch X build? I don't think I have a Switch X build. Oh, I don't have a Switch X build. You know why? Because I don't have the Kiar Spark Switch X. So let's do Charge Blade. Yeah, that's right. And the items are reset. Let's go get started. Yeah, Sony doesn't want to participate in the whole gaming community coming together, but even if they have an advantage as a market, it's not what's best for gamers to remain divided. It's just what's best for Sony executives who make a lot of money. I'll go ahead and eat a chef's choice platter because I'm cheap. Oh, right, yeah, you said check out the squad, huh? Let's do that real fast. You are not in any squads. The TheGameconomists. Alright, I'm in the TheGameconomist now. Processing squad information. Wow. Wow, it's so full. The TheGameconomists. Gameconomist, you sound like a conqueror about to unite us under one flag. I don't feel that way, but I feel like I know when I want something. I guess that's true. Shit, what I want is a drink. I'll be right back.
There it is, at last. Reminds me of that time. Now get out there. You ready?
See you around, buddy.
You can do this. Over here.
I'm ready.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was on mute. Oh, it's so strange. I think I left my mic unmuted when I wasn't supposed to, and then I muted it because I thought it was already muted, and I thought I was unmuting it. Ooh, so who is that opened that? So Scarlet, what you did there was you broke this wall, and because this wall is broken, Kulve Taroth will no longer go under this falling boulders here. So you don't want to break that wall early like you did. It's actually a mistake to do that. I think you did it. I didn't actually see who did it, but I'm assuming the person at the cannon did it because he's thinking to himself, oh, I'll just break the wall early. But what you're really doing is you're changing Kulve Taroth's route to be shorter and less damaging to her. So you're actually wasting time. Well, I don't know if wasting time is quite the word. What the heck? What the frick? Okay, there it goes. She'd probably turn red and leave anyways. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares? She about to roar. Gameconomist, could you be the mustached Italian plumber? No, I'm not. Speaking of which, while I was muted, I was talking about how one of the funny things I did that nobody really knows about is somebody told me they wanted me to do an audiobook. So I actually read that person. He asked for Harry Potter. I read a chapter of Harry Potter to him and sent him a link to that. I did that a while ago, though. It's been a while. All right. Mr. Clean is here. Oh, that's too bad because we're about an hour and 50 minutes in, which means we're near the end of the stream. Well, we should be near the end of the stream. The streams are supposed to be 2 hours long so that I can focus on editing.
All right.
Oh no. I should have seen that coming. I'm sorry, Scarlet. Do you work out? A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. I need to work out more lately because, as I was saying, I'm sitting around too much. It's not healthy. Ooh. Hand reveal. Oh my god.
Keep yourself together. You're my kind of hunter.
Does carting reduce the reward? It does if your team goes back to camp. Wow, that's pretty good damage right there. That's what's cool about the charged blade is if everything just goes right, you actually deal a great amount of damage. Back reveal. Oh my god. Nope, getting away from that. So you always want to run away from her fire. She's gonna roar soon. How about how about an ASMR makeup tutorial? You know what? That would actually be pretty funny if I did some crazy thing like that. This would be really weird. Oh, I rolled a little late. Nice to see Gameconomist play Charge Blade. Can you tell I've improved? You can see that I'm using guard points. You can see that I'm keeping the sword charged. You can see I'm actually landing the SAED. And a long time ago, I actually learned how to. I learned how to trade between the SAED and the AED. So I already knew that one. So I feel somewhat ready to talk about this weapon. Like I feel somewhat knowledgeable about the weapon. Oh, that did hit me. I thought it might miss. Oh, but she's walking around. Somebody's healing me. That's convenient. You didn't expect that one to hit, did you? Oh, my cat's going crazy. There's like a bug outside by the window.
Watch yourself.
All right. Oh, did you see me try to use the Farcaster there and she smacked the hell out of me? Does Strong Arm Spark not have white sharpness? I'm not sure, actually. Alright, and we'll go back to the ice. Gameconomist nail reveal? You know you don't have to start super amp combo with file charged, right? I don't know what he means by that. ASMR cat stream. You guys would like my cats. I have actually two very cute cats. I have one cat that's gray, and I have one cat that's long-haired and white, and she's got like a gray tail. They're very cute. And actually, they're not my cats. They're both my wife's cats. If it were up to me, I would probably own no pets. I'm a low maintenance kind of person. I don't want to have to, and I don't take care of them. My wife takes care of them completely. I just get to enjoy their company. But I'm not the kind of person that needs a pet to feel, I don't know, like socially happy. I guess like if I want to have social interaction, I just go out and talk with somebody. You know what I mean? My wife is that kind of person that's like, nope, gotta have cats. I always tell you to post pics of your cats and you never listen. I just wish I had a way to easily take a picture of my cats. I don't actually have a way to take a picture of them, funny enough. Alright, the tail's broken. Help Josh here. Josh, try pushing Y and B together, Josh, when you're near the pole. I think he was, but I might be wrong. Uh-oh.
We're the ones to get it done.
Oh my. Oh dear.
I think all I hit was her arm there. Let's go ahead and put on the temporal mantle. Man, I don't know. The blade is just kind of low to the ground. It doesn't quite reach, does it?
Watch yourself.
Wait, did she come down from the grab, or what happened there? Lots of horn damage there. Oh, good thing I'm wearing a temporal mantle and do not care. The blade has enough reach to horn, though. TGC can't play Diablo Immortal since he doesn't have a phone. Oh, man. Samuel says faster SAED, you don't need to sheath. Okay, interesting. You don't need to sheath. What does he mean by that? Can you show us your GC? I don't know what he means by that. Oh, guild card. Yeah, we can take a look at the guild card. Patrick says use an insect glaive. Okay, we can do an insect glaive. Oh, actually I don't have the spark insect glaive. Actually, I'll be right back. I'm gonna step away again. All right, how far are we in? We're in 2 hours into the stream. I suppose we could do another one. Why not? Let's do another one. The siege of Kulve Taroth is over.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I should do another PC stream soon. One of the reasons I bought the PC was to play with PC mods and to make recordings of PC mods. But I've been so busy with regular content, I haven't had time for PC mods. Alright, so once again, we did not get any new QR weapons. Seems to be the norm. Let's trade over to our Forager build. We'll set our items to empty. You can block and then go into Sade. No, I agree. Yeah, you can block and go into Sade.
That reminds me.
You don't always get an opportunity to block, and sometimes you want to get that Sade out right away. Gameconomist, we don't need another 8-hour stream. That's it, guys. I'm gonna practice, I don't know, dual blades. Use the pickle mod for Devil Joe. Devil asks, is my build okay? I don't know who you are, Devil. Is that your name in the... I don't see a Devil. Devil Kawaii. I don't see a Kawaii either. So I don't know who's asking. God, Terrorboy says he got Insect Clave Spark. God damn it. Genuine question, on someone who has no Gamma or Behemoth armor, what armor set would you recommend grinding to obtain first for a Rocket Greatsword? Either the full Geralt armor set, or there's a combination of like the Nergigante helmet, Dragon King eye patch, Kulve Taroth Ire Alpha, Teostra Alpha arms, Lunastra waist, Lunastra legs. There you go. Oh, maybe I missed. Devil Kawaii says he is in the game and that's his gamer tag. I'll look it up. I'm sorry.
There it is, at last. Reminds me of that time.
Oh, Scarlet. Okay.
Now get out there.
We'll take a look at it. See you later, Sean. Thanks for joining the stream.
You ready?
So what I'll do, Devil Kawaii, is after this, I'll take a look at your character. Samuel Hoskins, Gameconomist. When you go SAED, go Y, then YB, then again YB. Or if you want to move further ahead, go YB, YB, YB. Faster, no clanky shield charge. Oh, thank you very much, Sam. And thank you all these donations, man. You're being real generous. YB, YB. Yeah, I noticed that because when I do YB, I noticed that it pulls me forward a lot, and that's not always convenient for me.
You can do this.
I didn't know you could actually keep it in place with just using Y.
Over here.
Patrick asks, how often do you usually stream? I'm typically streaming each day, yeah. I actually have a friend named Patrick who I'm talking to. He plays Smash Brothers with me. Oh, are those Gajalaka? Jesus, man. Gajalaka is so hardcore.
See you around, buddy.
Fighting Kulve Taroth every day, all day. How many times can I fight Kulve Taroth before I lose my mind? You know what's funny, guys? When Arch-Tempered Kulve Taroth came out, I was already tired of fighting Kulve Taroth. Really think about that. Really think about that. How many times can I fight Kulve before I go mad? 1,500 times? 6,000 times? Maybe 6,000. I've never had so much fun taking all the armor off of a girl. Dark Omen says, Gameconomist cart so can get that £5 from yesterday. Oh, they were making bets on whether I would die, and I did. Tyron says, you can do YB after every attack you do, so you can even slide out of the way of a dodge attack. Or you can slide out of the way, and then after the dodge attack, shield bash Sade. Okay, I didn't know that either. It's interesting. Oh my god. Why is there no Xbox PC crossplay? I don't know. Maybe they'll announce Xbox PC crossplay soon. That'd be cool. Technically, the PC will be caught up, right? On May 9th. It's going to be caught up. Right? Like, they haven't released Ancient Lesson, but obviously if they're releasing Ancient Lesson on the 16th, the content's there. They've already sent the DLC out to the... it's already been updated. So they're on parity with each other. So, in theory, the PC and the Xbox could stay caught up to each other from now on. Oh, gaja laka. Gaja gaja. Boop. I just want to know, when are we going to get a full-sized Gachalaka as tall and as powerful as a human hunter, and you have to fight that Gachalaka? That would be amazing. We fought that Gachalaka chieftain. I actually really like that in the Witcher collab. I want that. I want to fight like an OP Gachalaka chieftain in the arena. It's totally OP, undefeatable, and have like a Gachalaka armor set. Maybe even just the helmet. Get Gachalaka armor set. How cool would that be? Come on, you know that'd be cool. It could come in with like, it could have it could be a wide range armor set, or it could be one of those. I can't remember the name of the skill. It's the one that makes your Palico do more damage. It could have that built into the armor. It'd be hilarious. Devil Kawaii says, I just want to know when we're actually going to kill Kulve Taroth. Never. Never ever. All you're ever going to do is gather weapons off of Kulve Taroth. That's all you're ever going to do for the rest of your life. Gameconomist, you don't even like the arena. Well, the reason nobody plays arena is just because there's nothing to do. You've got these monster fights that take twice as long and terrible rewards. So if there were some cool rewards for the arena, people would probably go play arena. Also, I don't like the way they made matchmaking. They should make matchmaking. How about 4-player arena? What's the big deal? Why can't there be 4-player arena? Somebody explain this to me. They have these artificial rules for arena, and I don't think they're really making arena as fun as it could be. In fact, I'm pretty sure if you were to look up the gameplay time for every game mode, I bet you arena would have the lowest times all over the place. It'd have the lowest times, unless you're comparing it to unreplayable missions like the story missions. Which even then, I would argue there's probably some people who never even touched the arena, and then they stopped playing the game, and they did touch the story. Would you ever use a sword and shield for Kulve Taroth? Yes, I would. I have a number of times. Yeah, definitely. Grab this. Grab this footprint. Oh, grab another footprint. The sun's reflecting right in my eye right now. Somebody pulled a car in and it's killing me. Oh, I stopped right next to a footprint. Let's close these blinds here. Oh, I got the door to answer. I'll be right back. Oof, my Christmas lights just arrived. Yeah, that's right. Christmas lights. That's because my wife doesn't like going to bed in the dark. God Terror Boy asks, should I grieve Gameconomist again? That depends, that depends, God Terror Boy. It depends on if you want to get booted again. Spam Scarlet in chat. Alright, so let's see Scarlet's build. Well, first let's pick our build. Excuse me. First let's pick our build out. I said we do insect glaive, but we don't have. Maybe we have a budget insect glaive build. Here, Grunge Storm. Here we go. There we go. There's our build. Manage items. Good. That's already set. All right. Somebody did ask to see my guild card. Let's do that real fast. All right. Here's the guild card. You can see how much I've played of all the weapons. How's Charge Blade looking now? Charge Blade looking a little better, 56, tied with the Switch Axe. That makes Dual Blades my least played weapon. It's Dual Blades. Interesting. And then Scarlet wanted to have me look at Scarlet's build. Oops, that's Hunter Notes. Oh, it is Devil Kawaii. Inspect equipment. Kiara Strong Arm Spark. Dragon King Eye Patch. Damascus Mail. Dragon King. Draken Van Brace. Damascus Coil. Draken Greaves. Alright, and then the build. You know, I would say one thing definitely to think about on your build is to bring the part breaker up to 3. At least, because part breaker is really valuable for breaking Kulve Taroth's parts. Everything else is probably okay. I wonder if the thunder attack comes up any higher. I'm not sure if it does. I would have to pull out the Kiara Strong Arm Spark and play around with it. But definitely the part breaker should come up to 3 if you can. I feel like the Draken Greaves on your build is actually not helping you as much as you maybe think it is. You're getting 2 levels of attack from Draken Greaves, but that's just a small amount of raw damage, really. So you could give those up and trade them out with the Lunastra Beta Greaves, and this would give you 2 levels of health boost. And the 2 levels of health boost would be a lot more impactful than 2 levels of attack boost. Draken Van Braces should be fine, especially if you're going for crit eye. So those are no problem. The Damascus Coil is the last part I would probably disagree with. If you have a focus decoration, that would be better. If you don't have a focus decoration, you can actually trade the Draken Van Braces out for... you can trade them out with the Diablos Neros Van Braces, and then the coil slot can go toward something else, but I'd have to actually play around with the coil slot to see if there's anything better than the Damascus Coil. The Damascus Coil is probably fine, though. It's probably fine. But yeah, 3 levels of part breaker is a big deal, and you don't need the Draken Greaves, honestly. So there you go. I looked at your build. Let's go ahead and start another run.
Oh, hello.
the Fury of El Dorado. I wish I had Lunastra. I can't beat her. Well, Lunastra Beta, really all that's just regular Lunastra. That's not like Arch-Tempered Lunastra. Lunastra Beta, you can get that from fighting a Lunastra who isn't even tempered. So it shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, just a regular Lunastra. You guys are going to be like, no, it's that bad, Gameconomist. Lunastra's crazy. Lunastra can be tough. Try looking up some of my Arch-Tempered Lunastra builds, maybe, and what you'll realize is those builds are they'll directly translate to fighting a lower level version of Kulve Taroth. So you can use an Arch-Tempered Kulve Taroth counter build to defeat regular, not Kulve Taroth, Arch-Tempered Lunastra counter build to fight regular Lunastra. There we go. Venomenon says, top 5 monsters for Iceborne? I don't actually have a top 5 monsters for Iceborne. All I know is that I would like to see larger variety. We mostly just fight a few very similar looking monsters in Monster Hunter World. In Monster Hunter Iceborne, I would like to see maybe insects, maybe amphibians, maybe like monkeys, gorillas. All of those, whatever they do, hopefully new monsters actually. Because I think that is fun when a game redoes old monsters or redoes old anything, but I think that what's most important is when a game innovates and when they add something that's actually new. That's what makes a game have a high amount of replayability. So that's my opinion. There needs to be more variety in the type of monsters we fight. I wish they would have more even size variability, like some really big monsters and then maybe like some really small monsters. You know what I mean?
Reminds me of that time.
Like we have Kulve Taroth and we have Zitzi Yaku, but nobody really fights Zitzi Yaku, and Kulve Taroth is like a special exception. So you just fight her all the time.
You ready?
What if what I'm saying is like, what if there was an Arch-Tempered Zitzi Yaku and it was an actual difficult fight, Zitzi Yaku? See, that's what I'm saying. We need something like that. We need some real variety. Did I just get... Oh, my bug's trapped.
You can do this.
Oh, there we go. It does give away here.
I'm ready.
Love the insect glaive. It's one of my favorite weapons. Shatton says, Gameconomist, I watched your meta armor guide and I found it very useful. Most of your guides teach me something new about the game and I love it. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Shatton. If I'm saying your name correctly, I probably am not. Probably butchering it. Oh, there we go. Oh, still no broken horns, huh?
You're my kind of hunter.
She's gonna turn red. There she goes. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, that's broken. Let's go ahead and resharpen. Gameconomist, are you long, strong, and bound to get the friction on? He's referencing oh, what's the name of that rapper? Oh my god, I can't remember now. It's been too long. I can hear the tune of the song and I can hear lines from the song, but I can't remember who wrote it. Sir Mix-a-Lot? There we go. I think it's Sir Mix-a-Lot, isn't it? Sir Mix-a-Lot. And the name of the song. Something about booties. I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the song. Also, I don't agree with them. I've never been a booty guy. I don't understand people are like, I want a big butt on a girl. Never understood that. Alright, let's go ahead and get our red buff. God. The Pseudocath is such a good insect. Can't really compete with it with anything else. Got the orange buff as well, why not? Baby got back, thank you. That is the one. Do a little explosion there for fun. Gold horns chipped, very good on that. Oh, that's gonna hurt. So that was just a bad landing. Shouldn't have landed there. It's okay to do a little bit of extra mount damage in stages 2 and 3, but you don't want to do so much that you accidentally mount her, which is always going to be a big mistake, because you only want to mount her in stage 4.
Keep yourself together.
Love the Pseudocath, it's so fast. Is the Devil Joe Charge Blade good? I don't think it is. I think your best Charge Blade options are the Diablo's Charge Blade and the... Actually, I don't know where the Devil Joe Charge Blade... Look at that dodge. Actually ranks, because I haven't actually seen anyone recommend it. Look at that, so I can just jump up above the lava. That's a big advantage for defense. Ooh, who's she aiming at? She aiming at me? If only she would stand still, man. I feel like nothing really beats the hammer, though. The hammer does so well at stripping her mantle off. Oh, she got me with both roars. How annoying.
Keep looking. Don't let up. We're bound to pick up the trail somewhere.
That's definitely coming down. Oh, no, that was just a bad move. I didn't realize... I thought she was targeting me. She was definitely not targeting me. She was targeting Mist. Oh, come on. Who is she chasing? Somebody's way over there. I think it's Pete. Was Pete playing with us the other day? No, I don't think he was. What are you doing over there, Pete? Here, look at this. Yeah. Whee! What are you doing, Pete? Oh my god, Pete, you just made us waste like 5 minutes. Oh, wait, Pete's still not... Alright, Pete's gone. Let's send... Oh, well, she's coming over here. Pete, you got saved by Kulve Taroth. Kulve Taroth finally came over here. There we go. Pete's like, I didn't see all the pings. I didn't notice all three of you were over there.
Watch yourself.
You know, I could probably actually continue to use this. I could probably continue to use this build.
Good work, Fivers. Now get out there and show us how it's done.
Oh, did you see that sexy dodge? You saw that dodge. Oh, did you see that guy trying to take the... Was that Terrorboy? No, that was Pete. Trying to take the grab from me. Oh, nobody's here to do damage. Okay. Oh, she's coming down. There she goes.
Yourself.
Mist is like, I have to reload right now. What are you doing, Mist? Why would you do that to your teammates? You don't want to use Wyvern Fire on her horns when there's people right in front of you? Mist is like, I just used Wyvern Fire. It's fine.
We're the ones to get it done.
Alright, we're actually going to resharpen because we're in green sharpness right now. We're not going to get a lot of damage done. We need our Kinsects anyways. This will give us orange.
Oh dear.
Normally you're supposed to go white, white, red. There's white. There's red.
Watch yourself.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I'll just put this one on. Man, I love the insect glaive. We gotta break the tail. Okay, tail's broken. Probably gonna get a KO soon.
Watch
Oh,
yourself.
that's the orange buff, huh? And there go the horns. Nice job, everyone. Maker says, who just liked? God damn it. God damn it. Let's go ahead and carve these horns. Oh, all I'm doing is picking up Kulve Taroth materials. What do you guys think of that? That was a fun fight. I really enjoy the Insect Glaive's ability to dodge in the air. That is the #1 reason why I enjoy the weapon. Its ground attacks are pretty vanilla. They're pretty simple. The ground attacks are a simple combination. But the aerial attacks are where all the fun is. Also, actually, I guess I don't talk about this, but I actually enjoy using the Kinsect. So, using the Kinsect's kind of like maybe shooting with the bowgun, except maybe a little more complicated. It's like a homing missile almost. I'll dislike just a trigger maker. Distorted Color says, come on and jump up in the air, jump without a care, jump up. Oh, I know what song. Yeah, that's another one of those early hip-hop songs. You KO'd with the Kinsect. Wow, I don't think I did. This Kinsect doesn't deal KO. It wasn't me with the that was definitely the guy playing Dark Devourer Misty. All right, let's go ahead and collect our rewards.
Oh, hello.
What do we get? Nope, nothing new. All right, and I think now's a good time to call it quits. I need to go work on editing my next video. So I will probably create a new session. Thanks, Sam. Gee, any way you can do streams earlier? It starts at 4 a.m. Australia for me, Loss. Also, can you watch my video, please, and don't forget to freaking like it. Yeah, I'll definitely stop and look at that video. You said that you left a comment about it, excuse me, in my live stream for Lunastra, so I'll take a look at that. It starts at 4 a.m. in Australia, so if I did it earlier, wouldn't it start even earlier in Australia? Yeah, I don't know. I'll definitely consider doing the streams earlier. I could maybe do it an hour earlier, but yeah, definitely. What was I going to say though before I wrap the stream up? Oh, right. So once again, you all probably know at this point, Capcom's going to do a live stream that talks about what we're getting with Arch-Tempered Nergigante and Iceborne. They're going to do that in 2 days on May 9th. I'm going to be streaming that, and I'm going to be making a video about it afterwards. Of course, everyone, all the YouTubers will, I'm sure. Maybe Eric's Games will come back from whatever he's doing. And yeah, so I hope you guys will be on the channel then. And then we'll probably do a live stream tomorrow for fun anyways. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Let's see. Let me do a little wave. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, which is the button I really care about. Let's give you a wave. There you go. All right, see you guys later.